Hello once again, my friends, my fellow historians, and my fellow lovers of the beautiful SS United States. I'd like to welcome you to another video, and today is May 21st of 2026. Now, when it comes to the current status of the ship, the Remediation, this is according to the SS United States America's Superliner Facebook page. And according to Mike Strasbow, who has given a lot of information, matter of fact, I had done a video earlier on the ship's anchor handling system that he had done. Well, according to this page, the update is, to date, the EPA inspections and associated regulatory reviews have been satisfied, and current indications suggest final permit sign-offs are far less likely to be denied than some organizations and individuals elsewhere online continue to claim. The work performed has been thorough, transparent, and carried out to meet the applicable environmental and regulatory standards required for the ship's next chapter. So, they also had give reference to an article that I was kind of curious about. When it comes to the pier that was offered up in New York for the SS United States, when I first heard about that, I was like, well, this is fantastic. How come this hasn't been offered sooner? I guess it was offered back in 2015. There's actually a link here to the article from Star Review. And what I'll do is I'll put that in the link if you want to read the entire article. So I was curious. So when we go to the Star Review, we follow the link, we'll go to the publication. This is Red Hook Star Review, independent and uncensored journalism. So when you scroll down, you can see the headline, "The Future of Red Hook's Grain Terminal Forever Unsure Under Quadrozzi's Ownership." This article is from May 13th of 2026, and it's pretty interesting. I'll put all the photos up as we go. A magnificent boondoggie. That's how Thomas Flagg of the Army Corps of Engineers described the Red Hook Grain Terminal in 1984. Built in 1922 as an extension of the New York State Canal System, the structure has never made back the $2.5 million it cost to build, equivalent to nearly $50 million today, adjusted for inflation, that is. Even at its opening, Governor Nathan L. Miller admitted that the grain terminal and adjacent canal were essentially obsolete, but could be good to have just in case. In any case, the grain terminal has stood as a prominent structure in Red Hook for over a century now, with a novel idea for its use being proposed every few years. In the interim, the terminal is most frequently used a destination for urban explorers. The terminal's fate had been tied with that of decades to the Quadrozzi family. In 1997, John Quadrozzi Jr. bought the grain terminal and the 46 acres of land surrounding it and began using it for storage. After his passing in 2004, his son John Quadrozzi Jr., who serves as the president of the Maspeth Concrete Corporation and as co-owner of the Prospect Park Stables, took over ownership of the terminal. Despite ideas from investors and the public on what to do with the building, no substantial plan for its restoration has materialized. In 2007, Quadrozzi attempted to build a concrete manufacturing plant using the terminal silos for bulk cement storage. The plan failed to receive the required approval from New York State's Department of Environmental Conservation. It was not the first or last time that the Quadrozzi's ambitious plan in western Brooklyn fell through. Quadrozzi later created a plan to bury toxic sludge from the Gowanus Canal in Red Hook, thus allowing him to expand his pier and dock larger ships. In 2013, the state declined to pursue the initiative owing to a lack of a public approval. It goes on to read that in the past, the Quadrozzi family has also been embroiled in legal troubles. So now it comes to the point of interest for me anyway. The article goes down to, it says, another ship. It goes on to read, as early as 2015, Quadrozzi was interested in docking the decommissioned ocean liner SS United States, which is owned by the SS United States Conservancy, at the terminal. Built from 1950 and 1951 for United States lines, the SS United States is the largest ocean liner ever built entirely in the United States, and the fastest ocean liner of its kind to cross the Atlantic Ocean in either direction, a record that remains unbroken. However, in the age of the airplane, the ocean liner has lost popularity, leaving the question of what to do with the ship: either scrap it for parts, turn it into a museum, or sink it as an artificial reef. Quadrozzi envisioned restoring the interior and installing offices, restaurant spaces, entertainment venues, and marine museum in a vessel. In March of 2026, a source who asked to remain anonymous stated that the plans to bring the liner to the grain terminal was still in motion. However, there have been no official announcements about the plan, and the ship remains slated for sinking off the coast of Florida by Okaloosa County, Florida. So it goes on to read other things, but not relevant to the SS United States. Again, I will put the link in the description if you want to check it out. I was curious on what this was. Now I can almost, like an expression, put the face to the voice. I can actually see now the location. But I was curious. I wanted to see what it was about, and I wanted to share it with you, my friends. And if there's anything else that comes up in relations to the ship, I will absolutely make a video and let you guys know. As usual, I thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, I'll talk to you guys soon.